All right, so Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. I truly think we finally have a flagship flip from Samsung. And in fact, I feel like this is a foldable Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. And you're gonna start to see the similarities, starting off with this design. Look at it from the side profile view. Yes, it is a foldable, so it does have that hinge and whatnot, but it's flattened out like the Samsung Galaxy S24, the 24 Plus as well. And I just had the 24 here as a reference. And when you unfold it, it even looks more like a Samsung Galaxy S24. Look at that. Just putting it side by side. There you go. We're getting a Samsung Galaxy S24 that pretty much folds. Not only that, Samsung actually did a lot of work with the hinge. They made it much better to use, and it pretty much stands at almost every angle. So if you want to use it like that, even though it's going to fall, you can use it like that. You can use a 90 degree. You can kind of have it like pretty much just like that. And that's a huge plus. Not only that, the crease is heavily reduced, and that was a complaint with many consumers that the predecessor Z Flip 5 and predecessors before that had a crease running down. And yes, it runs down the display here, but it's heavily reduced, and Samsung did really put in a lot of work to reduce the crease. So when you're looking at it head on like this, you're not going to notice it. Even at side angles, it's really not that noticeable. And with this wallpaper pack, it's my latest one called Urban Glow, it really does not get in the way. And I'll be honest with you, using this phone 99% of the time, you're gonna forget that the crease was even there. It's not of an issue whatsoever. But I like to put it out there because still it's something that some consumers want to talk about, and that's completely okay. So any comments there like, oh well, creases are bound to happen with foldable. Okay, I get that, but it's still something that the average consumer is going to talk about. So there you have it. The crease is there, but it's less noticeable than its predecessors, and that's a huge plus in my opinion. The performance is also feeling really flagship. Buttery smooth, first of all. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is standard. 12 gigs of RAM, which is a first for the Z Flip series. Actually, this has more RAM than my Galaxy S24, which is 8 gigs of RAM. And also comes with a ½ terabyte of storage, but you can also get a model with 256 gigs. I have a ½ terabyte of storage on my model. And day-to-day use has been great. I've been throwing everything at it. It tackles everything at ease, watching lots of YouTube videos, playing games like Clash of Clans, browsing Google Chrome, emailing, calling, texting. Has been phenomenal with the Galaxy Z Flip 6. Not only that, it comes with 7 years of software updates as expected, like the Fold 6 and like the Galaxy S24 series. It also has a vapor chamber cooling system right here on the top portion of the phone. And this one is actually larger than the one found in the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, fun fact. But that also does help with the efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and also helps with cooling as well. So again, these are things like we wouldn't expect in a flip, but we finally have it, and it feels more flagship. Like it feels more of a premium and powerful phone, and you're paying an extra premium price, $100 more than its predecessor. So it's good to see these upgrades. I like it. But not only that, they make an improvement in the camera system, which is really great. And even though it has a dual camera setup, it borrows the same 50 megapixel main camera from the Galaxy S24 and implements it into this phone, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. And they're good. They are good. Now, you're not getting like a telephoto lens. It's a wide and ultra wide. And if you're going for a dual camera setup, I think that's the camera setup you should be going for. But the results are good. You will like them. Now, if you're looking for a telephoto, then obviously you're not going to get that here. But with the main camera lens, it is finally feeling more like a flagship. Even though, yes, Samsung Galaxy, this S24 isn't like the top of the line flagship for Samsung, it still is a good entryway, and it competes directly with the iPhone 15, now soon the upcoming iPhone 16, and you're getting some really good cameras with this, and they carry it on to the Z Flip 6, so you won't have any issues with the camera. But again, these are just my thoughts and my opinions on what I've experienced with the camera, so others may have different thoughts. That's completely okay. Battery life also gets an improvement. Why? Because of the efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and the physically larger 4,000 milliamp hour battery in this phone, which is the same capacity size as the Samsung Galaxy S24, we're getting good battery life. It's going to last you an entire day. I like that. With the physically larger 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which was something that I believe last year I had mentioned, hey, you can make the chassis a little bit thicker, but throw in a larger battery, I'm all for it. They did that, and they didn't really increase the chassis that much either. It's still about the same as the Galaxy Z Flip 6. It's still compact, still portable, but they physically put a larger battery, and that's a huge plus for people like me who are always using their phones every day for, again, like calling, texting, watching YouTube videos, emailing, browsing the web, using it for social media, all that stuff. This phone will last you an entire day. And if you're just picking it up for calling and texting, or you really aren't going to be using the phone that much and probably the outer cover display more often, it's going to last you even longer. So yeah, they really put in specs that truly make it more like a flagship. Like they are cutting some corners. It's not a true flagship, but it finally feels like one. It may not be for many, but it feels like one. And for an extra $100, I think this is the better improvement between the two foldables that Samsung released this year, the Z Fold 6 and the Flip 6. I think this one has the better improvement. So for that extra $100, I probably would recommend it. I probably would recommend it. Now, keep in mind though, even though this is retailing at $1099, you can find it for cheaper. And you'll find it cheaper quite often. There's going to be a lot of sales going on for the Z Flip 6 and for their other Samsung devices. So definitely be sure to check out my link in the description down below, and just be on the lookout and on my YouTube community page, because I will be posting deals of devices like the Z Flip 6 when they go on sale periodically. But I gotta say, I am really happy with the Z Flip 6. I can recommend it even more than ever. They put in the great improvements that were needed with the Flip 5, and I thought that was a great improvement over the Flip 4, but this is even a better one. Now, I hope next year maybe they might make it even more of a flagship, like a true flagship. Throw in that third camera, make it the same camera setup as the Galaxy S24 or the 24 Ultra, or in this case it would be the 25 series. Maybe even make a larger battery again, make it like 4,200, 4,300. And if that does need to result in having a thicker chassis, I am all for it. The hinge is pretty much great. I love it. I love how there's less of a crease. Just the design overall build has been great. And I'm just looking forward to what Samsung has in store for next year. And I know it's early to talk about, but it's just, time goes by quick. These phones, they get updated very frequently, which is why I don't think it's always necessary to buy a device every single year, update every single year. And that, yes, that may sound weird because I am reviewing every single phone when they come out each year, but it's what I do. I review the latest tech on here, share my thoughts and experience with you guys, and want to kind of answer the question, is it worth it? Should you buy it? Things like that. But yeah, if anyone is out on the market looking for a foldable that flips, that truly feels like a flagship, Z Flip 6 is going to be that one. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video, because it really does help out the channel a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. And also, definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Urban Glow. Links will be in the description down below. That's been it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.